Hi Truvies, it's Saturday and I'm Denise. Welcome to the Blood Bank.
I wanna do real bad things with you.
Well, this week's topics are why did you start watching True Blood and what makes you a fan? Well, I started watching True Blood because of all the hype around the show. And I knew a little bit about the story. My sister's been reading Charlene Harris's books for years. This is the most recent one, I'm pretty sure. I don't know because I don't read them. But I have always noticed the books because they're always, the character, Sookie, is always floating in the air. And usually, this one I really also noticed too because she's not being embraced by one of them. She's usually always being embraced by either Bill or somebody. Except for one, I think she was riding a tiger on the cover, but I always remember those covers. So when the show came out, everybody was talking about it, I saw the name of the person who had done the show, and then I said, those are those books you read all the time, aren't they? To my sister, she was like, yeah. So she was really into it. She's been reading the books all the time. And I was like, because from what I could gather, the residents of Bonton and all the vampires in general are a lot more chatty than I like my vampires. I like a lot more action with my vampires, like Underworld, which I love. Blade, I like a lot more action, not a lot of conversation. I hated Interview with the Vampire. I hated it. I like fighting vampires. So I wasn't into it. I didn't want to watch it. But then there was so much hype around the show and about how hot it was and all this other stuff. So I spend every summer catching up on all the shows I didn't get to watch when they were on. So I just put it in my Netflix queue and I said, when it shows up, I'll look at it. I tend to watch the entire series over a course of days or however long it takes me. Now, this particular time when True Blood showed up, I was doing my hair. I'd given myself micro braids. I don't have them now, of course, but I did, and I watched the entire first season while I was doing my hair. So all 13 hours, I watched it all in one night. Night, day, but I watched the entire season at once. And I picked up, of course, it was on DVD, so it was between season 1 and season 2, but after watching it, I was absolutely hooked. Loved it. I love the characters. I love the attitudes, like Sookie's matter-of-factness, and this is the way it should be in relation to vampires. It just trips me out. So I like Bill so tortured, and Eric is so blasé about everything, and I really, really enjoy the show. So that's why I started watching it, though. I was sucked in by the hype, but then I really enjoy the show. What makes me a fan? Well, I feel like, spending the time and energy to make videos and join a collaboration channel definitely makes me a fan. And spending my own time and making the videos on my own channel about it. I love to have conversations with people about shows that I love, which is why I started my channel. And this is one of those shows that I love, to talk about the characters and their motivation behind what they're doing. It's fun. And that's what makes me a fan. I do want to distinguish, though. I always make a distinction between fan and fanatic. I do because my sister is a fanatic. She's a fanatic about, I wouldn't say True Blood so much, but definitely Buffy. She's a fanatic. And Michael Jackson, she's a fanatic. I am a fan. I'm a fan of Buffy. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson. And I'm a fan of True Blood. And I think, I don't hate on fanatics. I just know I'm not one. I wouldn't consider myself one. So that's all I have to say for this week's topic. Next week's topic is going to show up after this on the title card. And I hope you'll stay tuned and continue to watch. And let me know in the comments, why did you start watching True Blood? I'm interested to hear some other people's stories. Talk to you later, and thanks for watching.